Now let's ask Aisha's guests and the people around us what they think about the exhibition. Hi Atiya, how are you?
Hi, nice to see you here. We're at the Horn and Harvey Gallery in Mayfair, and at the launch of Aisha Mustafa's brand called Fashion Compassion. Ethical fashion has been growing hugely in the West, especially, and obviously the word ethical implies that it's the less advantaged countries that would be the source of the product. So you've got 4 brands here so far. Polly and Me, it's based out of Chitral in Pakistan, where they produce mainly bags, handmade bags I should say, where you have women who are told to think about their childhood, think about happy memories, make a picture and put it in a bag, and that's how the bag is made. Then you've got Savannah Chic, which is jewelry made from, again, handmade jewelry made from recycled, renewable material in Africa. Then you've got my favorite brand, Palestyle, something which I've never seen before. Very good leather, Swarovski's gold-plated, but with a message. So you can either customize it, and have something written in Arabic, whatever you like, or you can choose from one of the slogans that are popular for the Palestinian freedom movement. And again, the money goes to helping the women refugee camps in Palestine. And what could be more disadvantaged than Afghanistan? And that's where the 4th brand is, Beshtar, which is making a huge statement by using the material used for burqas and the style of the burqas and the concept of the burqas, and making them into very cutting-edge fashion dresses. So it's all of the ideas are fantastic, all of the ideas are unique, and all of them are responsible brands that are giving to the people who are making them. And it's the first of all these brands in the UK, so I'm 100% sure that it's going to go phenomenally well.
Atiya's given us, in-depth explanation of, the whole show, beautifully sort of explained. And I think women are catching on to the idea of, ethical fashion, fashion with a cause. For those of us who have a lot of money and, we want to sort of buy branded stuff. We want to invest in stuff that, we know that the money is going to a good cause. We'll go to some more guests and interview them and ask them as to what they think, especially our non-Asian guests, as to what they think about, because most of the stuff that, is on display today, it does come from the Middle East, from Afghanistan and from Pakistan and areas like that. So,
yeah, I found the whole exhibition really interesting, very enlightening. It's lovely to see somebody bringing these brands to London to market them here and to help people to be able to produce the goods in different countries and sell them here and give something back to society.
Do you think women are sort of more interested in sort of ethical fashion or fashion with a cause? I mean, there's all this hullabaloo about branded stuff, and this industry is sort of, growing really sort of huge. And most of the stuff that's on display here mostly comes from the Middle East. Do you think people back home, I mean, they usually want to go to Dubai or, want to come to London to buy their branded goods. Do you think the trend's catching on back home?
It's difficult to say. I think that trend of Western designers will continue, particularly with people who have a lot of money and are status conscious. However, brands such as these made in Chitral, these products are made in Pakistan. They're actually being sold in Pakistan, so hopefully Pakistanis are buying that. However, I would say the price of these are quite high, and if you are wanting to maintain that momentum, perhaps there is a market. It's possible to lower the prices too.
Thank you so much. Hi viewers, let us ask, it's interesting to ask like people from sort of different backgrounds as to what they think about, today's fashion launch. And the reason why I'm interviewing this gentleman is it'll be interesting to sort of, get to know his perspective on, art that's from the Middle East. Hi, how are you?
Good.
You want to? Are you here from Aisha's end, or?
Yeah, well, actually, my wife went to university with Aisha, so they're involved in various groups together, and obviously we knew Aisha when she worked for Pepsi, and we're very interested in what she's doing now because I think it's for a very good cause and very good.
So you guys used to work for the same company, PepsiCo?
No, actually, my wife used to work with her. Went to university with her.
Tell me, first of all, as to what you think about today's event. What brought you here? It's a rainy day, it's a working day, and you chose to come here. Why is that?
Well, just to support Aisha, obviously, but also to see, I think what she's doing is very good. And the stories behind the women who are putting these handbags together, making these dresses, I think it's a very good cause, and we want to show our support to her. And
this industry is huge here in the UK. Fashion with compassion and with a cause. People are definitely. Do you think people are sort of moving more towards ethical fashion? I mean, brands are really big, but what's your perspective? This industry. Then, are you a fan of ethnic fashion? Are you buying anything from today's?
Well, if my wife wants to buy something, I'll probably buy something. Yeah, I mean, as you said, London's a very fashion-conscious place, and I don't know if ethical fashion is something that's catching on, but I think ethical behavior is something that's very in vogue. I work in investments, and socially responsible investing is something that people are very interested in. And I can see that the same types of things in fashion as well, where things that actually look good and people want to use and be seen with, but at the same time you can also do good by buying these things.
I mean, I'm really happy I'm here today because coming from Pakistan, it's not just about promoting, my culture and our handicrafts, but to promote a positive image of Pakistan, because Pakistan's been in the news for all the wrong reasons. As an Englishman, as a Londoner, and from someone who hails from Britain, what are your views? Things like these obviously add towards, promoting a positive image of us. To a normal Londoner, what are his views about, our culture? And I think they're a little hesitant to know about sort of, it's nice that she's invited people like you so that, you bring in more friends and say, look, there's a different side to the culture.
Yeah, I think you're right. Unfortunately, Pakistan and Afghanistan and some of these areas are the only reporting you get is one-sided. It's about war, it's about conflict, assassinations, and I don't think most English people have an understanding of what life is really like in any of these countries, because the news only tells one story. So it's nice to see normal, hard-working people who are the majority of every country. But unfortunately, the only representation they often get is the politicians and those who cause harm and create conflict. So I think these types of events are great, and I think more English people should come to these types of events and actually go to places like Pakistan and Afghanistan and actually meet people.
I don't think it's safe to go, but you're sort of promoting, our tourism, but...
That's true. I think it's seen as not a safe place for Westerners, and unfortunately, it's probably not the majority of Pakistanis or Afghans feel that.
Thank you so much for making an effort. It's just people like you who make an effort to know, and that's just so important, for a society to sort of stay tolerant and, for people to work together. Thank you so much for being here and for taking out the time to give this interview. Thank you. जी जैसे आपने देखा नाजरीन के it's so important from people to London's a multicultural, it's a diverse city, so it's so important for people to sort of work together, and it's so important for people like them to come and see a different side to our culture. Thank you.